Okay, folks, on to 9.1. Problem number 2. 9.1, I think you'll find is going to be pretty easy. They used b. Let me change it to x. X squared is 144. Now, off to the side, just let me remind you, you know that 12 times 12 is 144. In other words, 12 squared is 144. So what number squared is 144? So normally, here's how we would solve it. We would set it equal to 0, so subtract 144 from both sides. 144 equals 0. And then you would factor it. X plus 12, x minus 12 equals 0. And you get an answer of negative 12 and 12. Oh, two answers. So negative 12 times negative 12, so negative 12 squared also gives us 144. Okay. So we could solve it the old way, but here's the new way. The new trick is going to save us a lot of time. So let's redo that problem. X squared is 144. Get the x squared or b squared or a squared or whatever it is, get it alone, and then we're going to do this new trick. Whatever I do to the left, I do to the right. Square root. And whenever you square root, plus or minus. So the left side, the square root of x squared is easy, that's just x. And then the square root of 144 is 12. And because you took the square root, plus or minus. Oh, boom. See how we got the same answer in about 5 seconds? Okay. So, again, this section is pretty mellow. 5/3, number 10, 5/3 y squared equals 60. Remember, get the y squared or x squared thingy alone. So let's get rid of this 5/3. I'm going to use the reciprocal trick, so I'm going to multiply by 3/5. If I multiply the left by 3/5, I multiply the right by 3/5. Okay, so the left side is just y squared. And this one, let me just reduce it, put a 1 under there. 5 goes into 60 12 times. So 12 times 3 is 36. Y squared is 36. Square root, y equals, oh, I took square root, plus or minus. Square root of 36 is 6. Dang, easy peasy. Okay. 12. Y squared plus 64 is equal to 0. Okay, let's get the y squared alone. So y squared is equal to negative 64. Okay, square root both sides. Y is equal to, oh, we can't take square roots of negatives. So what do we say? No real, not real number? I can't remember what the book says. Not real number. Okay, easy. And then, yeah, so again, this section, I hope you'll agree, pretty mellow. 24. Let's see. V, but I'll put x. X plus 10 squared equals 121. You see how they have the left side is just a big mess squared? So if you could have just the left side just being some big mess squared, let's use that same trick of taking the square roots of both sides. So whatever I do to the left, I can do to the right. And the reason I want to take square root is because the square root undoes a square. So I square root both sides. So the left side is easy. The square root and the square cancel. So it becomes x plus 10. And then the right side, 121. Oh, I took square root, plus or minus. Square root of 121 is 11. So then subtract 10 from both sides. Careful. So if I subtract 10, it'd be negative 10 plus or minus 11. So then maybe write it out. So the answer is negative 10 plus 11 and negative 10 minus 11. Negative 10 plus 11 is, that's the worst. Negative 10 plus 11 is 1. Negative 10 minus 11 is negative 21. So those are my answers. Ta-da! Okay. Can they make it much more difficult? A little bit. Let us try number, my multitasking, number 30, no, 36, no, 34, 34, 34, 5, x plus 3 squared minus 7 equals 68. So tell me if you see what I'm seeing. I want to get this x plus 3 squared completely alone. Okay, so I need to get rid of that 5 and that negative 7. Which one do I get rid of first? The negative 7. So I need to add 7 to both sides, add 7. So we have 5x plus 3 squared is equal to 68 plus 7, 75. Okay. Now we need to get rid of that 5 because I'm trying to get that x plus 3 squared thingy completely alone. So then, I'm going to divide both sides by 5. Divide by 5, divide by 5. So x plus 3 squared is equal to, and then 5 into 75. What the heck is that? 75 divided by 5, 15. Okay. 15. And then, let's see. So then I square. If I'm going really slow, it's because I'm trying to multitask a few things right now. Okay. You got this thing alone finally. So we square root both sides. Square root. So the left side is easy. It's x plus 3 equals square root of 15. Break it apart. It doesn't clean up. So this is just plus or minus root 15. Why plus or minus? Because you took square root. Okay, so it's minus 3 from both sides. X is equal to negative 3 plus or minus root 15. Ta-da! So maybe the back of the book says negative 3 plus root 15, negative 3 minus root 15. That's fine. Same thing. I like the plus or minus symbol. So I'm not sure what the back of the book looks like. Okay, so that's 9.1. Not too bad, right? Let's see, 9.1. Let's see how much more difficult it gets. 1 second. Multitasking. We're going up to 45. And, okay. One more and then we'll be good. So let's see. So remember, this is in 9.1. They want you to use that little square root trick. So in problem 44, 9y squared plus 12y plus 4 equals 9. They're going to try and write the left side kind of nice because they want it to basically look like that. So basically rewrite that trinomial, maybe do a little x method. You should get 3y plus 2 squared. So 3y plus 2 times 3y plus 2 gives us that. Okay, so they set it up nicely so that the left side can be rewritten as as something squared. And then we're back where we were. Square root. 3y plus 2 is equal to, square root of 9 is 3, right? But you took square root, so plus or minus 3. So 3y is equal to negative 2 plus or minus 3. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. So maybe you write it out. So it's negative 2 plus 3 over 3, or it's negative 2 minus 3 over 3. So this would be 1/3, and this would be negative 5/3. So x is 1/3 or negative 5/3. That's about as difficult as it's going to get. And remember, every once in a while they give you a good problem where the right side is negative and you can't take square roots of negatives. So you just say, no real number, or not a real number. Okay, 9.1. Easy peasy.